Hey everyone, I'm going to be looking at the acoustic parts for You Are the Potter on the Behold album. So this is a great song for especially two guitars to do. I'm just going to focus on the main guitar part, which kind of carries the song through. The second part is a lot more complementary, so doing a lot of picking around what the first guitar is doing. Very important to note with the song, it's in 6/8 timing, so just make sure you don't try it in 4/4. Because then you're going to struggle. So just make sure you get that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feeling as you're playing it. There's a lot of picking in the song, especially I would pick it at least until kind of the first chorus, and then only strum from there. Or on the audio, I think it actually only strums from quite a bit later in the song. Just something that's really handy. Just maybe something that you can bear in mind is. It's nice to be able to swap out between picking and using your pick or your plectrum to strum really quickly. So what I've learned to do is I've learned to keep mine here. It's basically in the middle of my middle finger. I just keep it there. And so then it's easy to pick. And then you can easily grab it and then start strumming again. It takes a bit of getting used to in the beginning, but it's really useful if you can get it right. So let's look at some of the chord shapes for the song. For the intro and the verses, it basically spends a lot of time between an A, or it's in the key of E. So then it's the 4 and between an E, which is the 1. So I'll quickly show the chord shapes first, and then I'll show you the picking pattern that I'm using. So I'm using a bit of a different A. Looks like that. And then when I get to the E, and obviously not hitting on my E string at the top, and then when I get to the E, put that finger down. That's basically it. For the picking of the song, you're going between the bass note and then just 2 strings. It's the D string and the G string. Okay, so you kind of you're using your index finger and using your middle finger for those 2. And then you're bouncing around with your thumb on either the A string or the E string, depending on what your bass note is. So just the picking pattern would sound like this. So very straightforward and pretty much stays the same. And the same later on in the verse as the chords change, as we get to those chords. When it gets to the 2, still stays the same. 1/3, and to the 4. When you're getting to the chorus later on, same thing throughout. All right, so that's basically how you pick the song. I will quickly run through the chords for the verse. I've already shown you the A, and I've shown you the E. Then there's an F sharp minor, or the 2, which looks like that. And then it goes to a G sharp minor. I'm actually playing more of an E of a G sharp, which is a 1/3, rather than the 3 minor itself, which looks like this. And then to the A, where you basically keep that very similar shape, just remove your ring finger and hit on the A string like that. So then that looks like and then to the 1, and you go to the 2, to the 3, or the 1/3, to the 4. All right, so that's basically what you're doing in the verses. When you get to the chorus, I like to play this nice high E up here, all the way quite high up on the fret, on the neck of the guitar. So starting on the 7th fret with the B, but you're obviously playing your E bass note. So that's your E, and then it goes down to a B over D sharp, or a 5/7, like so. So you just take it down 1, and you lift your pinky up, and then you go down to, I use this C sharp minor here, and then back to that A that we already did. So this is the same chords that you play in the turnaround after the choruses as well. So it's something like this. Alright, and then obviously as the song progresses, you can strum it to the 1, to the 5/7. Just make sure when you're playing that 5/7 that you're muting that E, you don't want that ringing out. And same when you get to the C sharp minor, mute that E. And the same when you get to the A. And I'm using my thumb to mute the E. Okay, and then in the bridge, it's all of the chords that we've done already. Starts with an E, the 1, then it goes to the 4, and again 1 to 4, and then again the 2, 1/3, into the 4. And that's You're the Potter.